Mark my words, if you don't like to change, that the alternative is only way to disaster. This is Prashant Beri, Managing Director and co-founder at C-Dots. And C-Dots is a pioneer in agri-tech startup in India, serving some of the largest companies, both state and central government. And I'm also the part of the guest lecture program at IIM Bangalore, and also the CA Review Top 20 Emerging Business Leader in India in 2020. Today, let's talk about innovation and digital agriculture. Before getting into the topic, let's start the first part. What is innovation? Innovation cannot be talked about without mentioning the word creativity. The creativity is the use of imagination or original ideas to create something new. And innovation is a new method or an idea or a product or a service which leads to change or revolution or transformation or rearrangement or remodeling or renovation of the ideas and more. The new paradigm in innovation is latest design thinking model. In this, we have 3 steps. One is to understand, second is to explore, third one is to materialize. When you come to the phase 1 of understanding, you empathize with the problem or do research for the problem. And second is to define the research and ensure that problem exists. Once you do that, you enter into the second phase called explore. In the explore phase, you ideate, generate solutions to the problem and also develop a prototype for it to build real-time solutions for the ideas. And you enter into the third phase called materialize. In that materialize, the first step is to test your prototype and then implement as vision into effect. So we complete the complete design thinking model, and in this we have 3 further steps of problem, solution and growth phase. In every step we have an experiment between problem and solution, and we do reinvent to improve the product. That is called as design thinking inside model. And once we get a solution, we enter into the growth phase model where you have growth thinkers and growth learners. In the design thinking model, we started with the problem and ended with the solution. And in between, we had experiment. And these experiments will improve the product quality and penetration into the market. And from solution, we enter into the next phase called growth phase, where we redo the experiment and enter into new growth channels, which is generally referred as growth hacking. And the classical example of growth channel in growth hacking phase is Uber Eats, which is created out of the Uber auto segment. Let's talk about innovation in digital agriculture. If agriculture goes wrong, nothing else will have a chance to go right, said M.S. Swaminathan, father of Green Revolution in India. Now, in India is a agro-based economy where we have 70% of the economic production comes from the agriculture, and in which 85% of the farmers are marginal farmers. Now, the question we need to ask is, what is for them through the digital agriculture? Now, what they're expecting out of us is to make agriculture profitable, improve farmer livelihoods, and reduce poverty. And this can be done by only using our digital agriculture, which has an aim to reduce labor, cost-effective farm mechanization, and resource optimization. Prior to 1980s, we used to do agriculture through plowing and tilling using all old methods of agriculture. But in 1980s, there was a green revolution which has brought in the genetically modified crops and improved the productivity of the crops. And in 2008 onwards, we had new remote sensing satellite imageries of the crops and agriculture in India, which further improved the crop productivity. And in the present, we are at a standstill state where to use the digital agriculture, which should improve our marginal farmers. Now let's see in detail what is digital agriculture. Digital agriculture is a use of digital technology to integrate agriculture production from paddock to the customer. These technologies can provide the farmers and communities with tools and information to make more informed decisions and improve productivity. Now, in digital technologies in agriculture, we have the landscape is of containing about 8 important segments, and we talk about the Internet of Things or smart agriculture or precision agriculture in these 8 parameters. The first one is use of artificial intelligence, and second one is use of drones. The third one is usage of big data, And the fourth is the digital topography. Fifth is the data market. And sixth is the blockchain technologies. Seventh is the sensors. And eighth is the soil mapping. Today, IoT has many use cases in agriculture. Now, for example, if you take drones, it is used in health assessment, irrigation, crop monitoring, crop spraying, and also in field analysis. Now, in soil management, we have soil status analysis and temperature and humidity parameters. In livestock management, we can monitor the livestock productivity and health. And also in precision farming, with lot of IoT and all data from the different sensors, we can access the agriculture on their mobile phones. Now, this has made the smart agriculture market to rise to about $18.45 billion by 2022 as a growth parameter. With digital agriculture getting onto the stage in India, we have lot of big data platforms getting developed. Now, this will improve into 4 different parameters if you try to concentrate. The first one will be the agriculture production side. The second will be the improvement of the organization and policy level. Third will be the trade and stock markets in the agriculture space. And fifth will be the agriculture finance space. Now, if you look at each one in detail, in the agriculture production side, we could be able to do lot of inputs, improvement to increase the agriculture productivity. We'll be able to better forecast the weather and also give real-time information to our farmers. We can also give certain information about soil conditions to the farmers, which will help them to reorganize them and replan their plantation timing. And also which will help in the extension, the agriculture extension, which would increase the agriculture farming space in India. And organization level, how we have digital agriculture will help is to improve at the policy matters levels in increasing and introducing the new innovative methods which are adopted as a part of digital agriculture and giving it a government framework which will help the farmers to adopt it much more fastly. Now, coming to the trade and markets, now it is important for us to understand how the certification of the seeds and also the crop production has to be done. It will also enhance the traceability improvement in finding out the source of the seeds, linking to the productivity of the crops, and also the production offers and prices which will be available at the marketplace. Now, this will enhance the directly connection between the farmers to the consumers in a very big way. The last one, most important in India, is the agriculture finance segment, which is very important as we have 85% of the farmers at the marginal level, and these people require credit, insurance and subsidy. Government has implemented many programs like PM Kisan Yojana for giving the subsidy of the crops, but at the same time, as a part of the digital agriculture, there are a lot of innovations done at the insurance level and also give the credit level to the farmers who are in need. As a part of digital agriculture program, we at CDOTS have developed a lot of IT solutions. Now, for example, to improve the crop production, we have a ERP called Seeds Grow ERP. For the traceability, we have a system called Seed Traceability System. For crop insurance segment, we have a product called RightMark. For field inspection and understanding about the ground realities, we have an app called FIR, Field Inspection Reports app. And for specific to the oil pump segment, we are the first company in India to develop an iPalm ERP to undertake the oil palm operations management. And also for the crop and plantation management, we have developed iAgro Geotag. And for the agriculture marketing facility, we have developed an app called iAgro Mark. And for the supply chain management, from farmers to the companies and farmers to the godowns, we have developed a supply chain tracking and tracing app called Locate. Now, these are the new innovations which we have done at CDOTS as a part of our digital agriculture program. Now, there are large scope for many of you to develop, innovate and make breakthroughs through this digital agriculture and help our Indian farmers which are in need of our technologists like us. And my dear students, there's a huge scope of innovation in digital agriculture space through artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, Internet of Things and programming. These courses at Edify Path you can take up to make deep inroads and build your own career or become an entrepreneur. Welcome to the new age of digital disruption. Thank you.